presentation that she's made. There's a lot of information to be had on this subject. My presentation is going to be a little bit different. You have already in front of you the information about work that the Public-Private Alliance Foundation is doing in Haiti. This is in two parts. There's a trifold brochure, and there's a two-page note. The trifold starts off with the idea of how can we make a difference in helping Haiti rebuild. I think everyone knows that there was a devastating earthquake 2 years ago, and that the country was an impoverished country in many ways before that. And so it's been a very, very difficult time. Cook stoves and improved ways of cooking are an important element of how to proceed. The information that is on the two-pager shows the kind of work that is getting underway for two types of stoves, the two that you see in front of you. Because the Public-Private Alliance Foundation, which, as George says, networks par excellence, is networking with an organization called the Haiti Initiative of its parent organization, the Social Tap. So this is a good opportunity for linkage between similarly minded organizations to do something that will improve lives. Maybe I'll sit down from here. It's easier to reach the buttons. This is the island of Hispaniola, discovered by Columbus. Of course, the people who lived there knew where it was already, but it was discovered by Columbus, and it has had quite a turbulent history over the past 500 years and more. And the right side of the picture, to the right of the red line there, is the Dominican Republic, and the left side is Haiti. That red line is to show where is the border. But as you can also tell, it's not that difficult to see where the border is, because the one side is much more green than the other, and that is because of a tremendous amount of deforestation in Haiti over the years. And that is something that has been occurring over decades, and it's gotten really serious now. In the 1920s, Haiti was 60% with forest cover, and now the amount of forest cover is considered to be 2% or less. The population is growing, and lives become more and more difficult. As you see from a more of a close perspective, the country is mountainous to begin with a thin layer of soil, and it is very easy to disrupt that through cutting trees and to have denuded slopes. Cutting trees is what a lot of people do, because 75% of the total energy used in Haiti is wood and charcoal for cooking. So that amounts to something like 4 million tons of fuel a year, and it is a very difficult situation in which even the Dominican Republic feels its effects. I deal with the ambassadors of Haiti and of the Dominican Republic, and both are quite concerned about deforestation, poverty, environment, women's health, the climate change, and all of these things. And in addition, the Haitian ambassador says, there's wood coming by night to Haiti from the green side of the island. So it's a problem for everybody. On top of that was the earthquake, which was very destructive. This picture happens to be from Jacmel, and I'll talk about Jacmel a bit more as we go along. This was a main street in Jacmel, a charming historic town, and And we all know about Port-au-Prince, which was heavily destroyed. Well, there's a lot of people in Port-au-Prince too. And Léogâne was the third urban area that was heavily affected. And Léogâne was the epicenter of the earthquake and was 90% flattened. This is how most people cook all their meals. We think it's fun to have, a barbecue, a hamburger, a nice piece of chicken, but this woman she's got some ketchup and some rice and some beans, and she is cooking for her family, and she's cooking on very simple mechanism of charcoal stove. This is what the charcoal trade is like. This woman makes her living by selling charcoal. Those are bags and bags and bags of charcoal. This is a truckload of charcoal. I took all these pictures. This is in Pétionville, which people say, oh, Pétionville, that's the highlight of Port-au-Prince. That's the best place in all of Haiti. Oh, to be in Pétionville. Well, Pétionville has had its troubles over the years too. And this is a truckload of charcoal. I was with a colleague of mine who grew up in Jacmel. I forgot to show you when we had the map, Jacmel is on that arm on the bottom of the island. So we asked, where's this truckload of charcoal coming from? And they said, Jacmel. And he said, I used to walk through those woods when I was a child. But this is sugar growing. And sugar was introduced into the island by Columbus and his successors. Sugar has been growing in Haiti for 500 years. And it has been turned into refined sugar, brown sugar, molasses, and rum. Haiti has been famous for rum for a long time. And that is an option for a fuel. The sugar industry in Haiti, for various reasons, has declined over recent decades, and much less is harvested now than used to be. A million tons last year as opposed to 3 million tons in 1987. But the bioenergy possibilities are tremendous. And as Ulrich Garriard knows, the bioenergy and sugar potential in the Dominican Republic is also tremendous. This is a vendor of what we would call white lightning or moonshine. Very strong stuff. It's aged in the plastic for at least several days, and he is selling that on the street corner. That clairin, as it's called, is about half of the strength that you would want for, there's a 1-minute sign, about half the strength that you would want for ethanol fuel, which needs to be about 95%. But distillation of that is possible. Here's a photo of what you see on the table in the metal shop that we will be using for manufacture of the shells of these stoves. The canister for the stove comes from outside and is a ceramic fiber that you pour liquid alcohol into, and then it stays there and it will evaporate, but it doesn't spill. This is the site of our first pilot test of the ethanol stoves, the Art Creation Foundation for Children in Jacmel, which deals with needy children and their families. And so placing several of these stoves with families and monitoring the acceptability and the use is something that the Art Creation Foundation for Children finds as a very interesting thing to do as part of the educational program and the growth potential of the needy kids that they work with. This is the site of the other element of the pilot testing. Carol Lightburn knows this location very well. It is the hot food vendors on the beach at Jacmel. And a larger version of the stove that you see on the table will be used as a working demonstration in a highly visible location with briquettes to fuel that stove made from coconut husks and other such agricultural organic materials. There's an example of one of those briquettes right there. So to wrap it up, this is the kind of woman who is the present and the future of Haiti. She's a hard-working woman. She's got health problems every day. She's got poverty problems. She's got women's integration in development problems, and she's cooking 5 pots, which means a bag of charcoal faster than you can think. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dave. Michael Wise.
I'm next.